Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. Now that it's Monday, we are less than a week away from Father's Day that's coming up this Sunday. So 6 days from now, if you still have your father and or grandfather in your life and they're still alive and well, please spend some time with them this week. You should spend time with them every week, but especially this week. I know Father's Day does not get near the attention that Mother's Day does, but fathers and grandfathers are still very important. Father's Day holds a special place in my life now because my twins were born the week of Father's Day 6 years ago. Not quite on Father's Day, I don't think, but it was the week of Father's Day. But today, here on the channel, I want to talk some wrestling. I had two shows this weekend. Saturday night, I was at SWA Wrestling, and then yesterday afternoon, I was at Georgia Outlaw Wrestling. I made my debut for Georgia Outlaw Wrestling yesterday afternoon. Saturday night at SWA, we saw the SWA debuts of Cat Daddy and Jay Two Fly. And we also announced Saturday night that coming up on July the 13th, we're going to be having a cage match for the SWA Tag Team Championships, and we're going to be having a handcuffs on a pole match. And no telling else what you might see, but you will for sure see those two matches. But since there's 5 Saturdays in June, we have one more show before July 13th, and that's coming up on Saturday night, June 29th, 244 Livestock Road, East Denali, Georgia. As always, doors open at 6 o'clock. Bell time will be 7 o'clock, and that'll be the final show before our big show on July 13th. So come out on June 29th and see what other kind of matches are in store for July 13th besides the cage match and besides the handcuffs on a pole match. Again, that's on June 29th. And yesterday at Georgia Outlaw Wrestling had 8 matches. And the funny thing about this weekend was Saturday night at SWA, the refs were me, Slim, and Jay. And yesterday afternoon at Georgia Outlaw Wrestling, the refs were me, Slim, and Jay. But yesterday at Georgia Outlaw Wrestling, we crowned the first ever Georgia Outlaw Wrestling heavyweight champion. Kicked off the show with Boinkers versus Luka Daniels, and the winner went on to the main event to face Caleb Crocker, who had already advanced to the main event from the last show, and the winner of that match was the Georgia Outlaw Wrestling champion. And Luka Daniels defeated Boinkers in the main event. Caleb Crocker defeated Luka Daniels, so Caleb Crocker is the inaugural Georgia Outlaw Wrestling heavyweight champion. Had 8 matches yesterday. We had 9 matches on Saturday, so a total of 17 matches that I saw over the last 48 hours. Both shows were tremendous. Both shows had a good crowd. And keep checking the SWA YouTube page and the Georgia Outlaw Wrestling YouTube page. And eventually, all the matches that I saw over the weekend will be on the respective brands' YouTube page. I had to do 2 shows this weekend to make up for not having one the last 3 weekends, and I do not have one this weekend, but I'll be back in the ring on June 22nd, and I'll talk more about that and who I will be there in the coming days. But let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. I had 2 dogs named Calvin and Klein, and a friend asked me, "Ain't that a brand of underwear?" And I said, "Yes, they're boxers." And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.